Okay, now that our bottom layer has cooled, we can go ahead and prepare our filling. So I have the 16 ounces of regatta, and I have the orange peel, which we had diced earlier. And to that, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sugar and the other vanilla packet. And we're going to get this all stirred in here. And then lastly, the last ingredient that we're going to add to this is going to be our chocolate. And I like to use this, the Lindt dark chocolate with intense orange flavor. It makes it really nice and flavorful. And you can pick this up at any store, Stop and Shop, Market Basket has it. Any kind of chocolate you can use, really. You just want to make sure that you're using it in nice, good quality dark chocolate. Don't use like a Hershey's bar or anything like that. You don't want to ruin your dessert. So you just want to coarsely chop this into chunks. Doesn't have to be perfect at all. So you can see it really doesn't take a lot of time to prepare this. It looks a lot trickier than it is when it's all done. But one nice thing about this too, it makes the house smell so nice when it's cooking.
Can you tell us your favorite part about cooking in general?
My favorite part about cooking, I guess I just like all the flavors and smells, and just brings me back in time. When I used to cook with my mom when I was young, especially around the holidays, and we would prepare desserts together. So I guess that's why I like baking mostly. I like to cook too, but mostly baking is my favorite thing to do. Plus I feel like there's not a lot of pressure, because if you make a mistake, you always have time to recover.
Do you like the feeling you get when people try your foods?
I do. I like
And they enjoy them.
I enjoy it. Plus, I like cooking for other people. I can't eat everything I make, because then I would be like 300 pounds, and that's not good. So, but my kids definitely love sampling my foods. My son Mario will probably be running over as soon as this goes into the oven, and he'll just be like, "What's that smell?" So in the end, I'll have to cut him a small piece so no one notices. Okay, so we get our regatta, chocolate, orange, vanilla, and sugar in there. And now we're going to put on the topping. And now we're going to use this fancy cheese grater. And I'm going to show you how we're going to prepare the topping. So this is just a little trick that I developed. You can like try to crumble the crust in different ways, but I find this works the absolute best way. So after it's been nice and chilled, it'll kind of just form, it looks just like shredded mozzarella that you would put on pizza. So we're just going to shred this nicely. And we're just going to put this right on top of the cake. And this is what gives it all that nice little crunchiness. And when it's cooking, the butter and everything will just all come together, and it'll form like a nice even crust with just kind of like darker bits here and there. So what you want to do is just make sure that you kind of cover the regatta, and again, make sure you don't get it onto the sides, because it could stick a little bit, but it's pretty easy to get it out of the springform pan if it does. But you don't want to try to avoid that, otherwise you'll wind up with like burnt spots. So that's it. This is ready to go into our oven, and in about 35 to 40 minutes this will be ready. And once it's ready, I'm just going to add some powdered sugar to it. and it'll be ready to serve. This is one cake that you definitely don't want to serve warm. You want it to come cool to like room temperature. It doesn't really need to be refrigerated, but you want to make sure it's cooled before cutting it. So, thank you.